Class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let it down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fat song, pull up in the city with a nice jump.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So two incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense looking to really cement his name among the legends of all time by winning a 4th Super Bowl title.
And to me, partner, you just have to marvel at the way he brings his teams back to the Super Bowl time and time again. If he can win this 4th title, what a capper that would be to a brilliant career. Reputation as a big game coach, absolutely cemented with a victory in this one.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Achane once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. LA set to take over again on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He's to the 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success. He's got daylight. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end.
There he goes, right side. There he goes again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? 2nd and 9 now. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run straight ahead with Achane. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Oh, what a move. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Achane able to push his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 97 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Option handoff now to Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 59-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Charles. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And really a lot of guys you can highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. They'll look to throw again. He's got Ayuk once again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
Now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and got his man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. And just in the time they went for two.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Charles. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.